Every pool owner needs to know how to manually vacuum their pool. Now, robotic cleaners are great for weekly maintenance, but if you're dealing with algae, heavy debris, or cloudy water, only a manual vacuum will get the job done right. Hi, I'm Matt from Swim University, and here's exactly how to vacuum your above ground pool. Your pool's filtration system powers your manual vacuum. With your pump running, the vacuum hose or the vacuum plate is connected to your skimmer and creates the suction. Then you move the vacuum head along the pool floor to suck up dirt and debris that gets vacuumed through your filter system. But it's easy to clog your pump or lose suction if you don't have the right setup. So first, you're gonna need the right supplies. Number one is a telescopic pole. This extends your reach so that you can vacuum every corner of your pool. Number two is a vacuum head. This attaches to your telescopic pole and does the actual cleaning. Most vacuum heads work the same way, whether they're stationary or they swivel. Number three is a vacuum hose. Now this should be long enough to reach every area of your pool. One end has a swivel connection for the vacuum head, and the other end is stationary for connecting to the skimmer or your vacuum plate. Number four is a vacuum plate, also known as a skim vac. Now this fits over your skimmer basket so you can keep the basket in place while you vacuum. By keeping the basket in your skimmer while you're vacuuming, you avoid that debris going directly into your pump. Now your vacuum plate may have a 90-degree elbow joint, or it may not. The ones with the elbow let you put the hose through the skimmer opening instead of over the top. It's easier on the hose and it helps to keep the suction in the line. Okay, so here's how to vacuum your above ground pool. If you have a variable speed pump, make sure that it's running on high speed. You'll also want to make sure that your filter is relatively clean and that your water level is at least halfway up your skimmer before you start vacuuming. Step number one is to set up your vacuum. Start by attaching your vacuum head to your telescopic pole. Next, you want to connect the swivel end of your vacuum hose to the vacuum head. Don't connect the other end of the hose just yet. Step number two is you want to prime the vacuum hose. You need to remove all of the air from the hose before connecting it to your skimmer. Otherwise, you're just going to lose suction as you vacuum. Now to do this, you want to fill the hose with water by feeding it into the pool. Or you can just place the hose up against your return jet while the pump is running, and you'll see all of the air bubbles coming out of the vacuum head. Keep doing this until all the bubbles stop. By the way, all of these step-by-step instructions are in the Pool Care Handbook. So if you want every pool maintenance process in one easy-to-use place, I recommend getting your copy at swimu.com/book, or you can use any of the links below. Step number three, connect the vacuum plate. Open your skimmer and make sure that the pump is running. If you have an elbow attachment, install the vacuum plate or the skim vac over the skimmer basket and add the elbow. Then you can snake the hose through the skimmer door and connect it to the vacuum plate. Keep it underwater so you can avoid adding air. Now, if you don't have an elbow attachment, you want to connect the vacuum plate to the hose while it's underwater. You want to try not to lose any water when you lift the vacuum plate out and add it on top of the skimmer basket. Remember, don't skip using the vacuum plate with an above ground pool. Some people just try to stick the hose directly into the skimmer, but that means that any debris you vacuum up goes directly into your pump. And since smaller above ground pools also have smaller pumps, it can quickly clog your pump with debris. Also, there needs to be enough water covering the area where the vacuum plate meets the skimmer basket. If the water level drops too low, you're gonna lose suction. Step number four, start vacuuming. Now you're ready to clean your pool. Move the vacuum head slowly across the bottom of your pool. Use long, overlapping strokes to make sure that you don't miss any spots. Take your time. Moving too fast will just stir up debris and make your water cloudy. So the slower you go, the more effective your cleaning will be. And if you're vacuuming out a lot of algae or debris, or you're using a flocculant, you'll want to run your filter on the waste setting instead of the filter setting. This means that water is bypassing the filter and exits through the waste pores through a backwash hose. You can check out our other video on how to vacuum on the waste setting if you need more help. Step number five, cleanup. When you're done vacuuming, you can turn off your pump. This will release the suction holding your vacuum plate in place, making it much easier to remove. Don't forget to empty your skimmer basket because it's probably full of the debris you just vacuumed up. And if you vacuumed out a lot of debris or algae or contaminants, you'll likely need to clean or backwash your filter. Now, if you're still having trouble vacuuming, here are some quick troubleshooting tips. If you're losing suction while vacuuming, you want to check that your vacuum plate is seated properly and that the hose connections are tight. Be sure that the water level is high enough to cover the vacuum plate and that you're running your pump on high. If debris keeps floating back into your pool, you're probably moving too fast. Slow down and use more deliberate strokes. If your pump starts making an unusual noise, I recommend turning it off and check that your skimmer basket isn't overflowing with debris. If your filter pressure rises drastically, backwash or clean your filter. All that debris you just picked up is now in your filter and you're going to want to clean it out. Plan on vacuuming your pool at least once a week during the swimming season and more often if you're dealing with algae or debris. Once you get the hang of it, the whole process should only take about 30 minutes for most above ground pools. And if you want more help vacuuming, cleaning, or maintaining your pool, I recommend checking out the Pool Care Handbook over at swimu.com/book. Thanks for watching, and happy swimming.